I guess, the game overall.
Yeah, I thought it was good that, the newcomers could get on the floor, kind of get to a point where you're tired and you're starting to concentrate on how to play, what to do, what happens. And, I thought, Joe Cattell's he's been with me at two different schools in a lot of different capacities. I thought he was going to control tempo tonight. He was not going to let that game get away from him. And that tests your patience too, not only in the defensive end to play to the final buzzer, but then on the offensive end. And I thought we played pretty good defense the whole night, but I thought we got real impatient on offense. We went down and rushed some shots, took a whole bunch of threes the first half, and then turned it over plenty in the second half. And that's where, regardless of opponent, whatever, there's a way to play. And I thought we played solid defense, but then on the offensive end, I wasn't happy with our patience.
How much of that was just maybe not seeing a lot of zone so far this year?
Yeah, I don't. I think I counted. He mixed it up. He went 2-2-1 to man and 2-2-1 to zone. There was only about 8 or 9 possessions of the true zone, and I think I thought we were pretty close to a point of possession there on him. So it was more I think the length of the possessions on offense, really, that the fact that we guarded the clock the whole time, and then you come down and get a little jumpy. We're only up 17 or 19. Well, that's a lot in a game like this.
What kind of things do you do when your offense struggles a little bit?
When it struggles? Well, I think, one, you try and do things to get to the foul line, and we didn't do that at all the first half. And we were a little better the second half. But I think you got to find other ways to score. I wasn't happy with our transition spacing, for instance. We weren't getting one big down to run to the rim, So now it seemed like we had 5 guys or 4 guys in those perimeter spots and one kind of in the way. And you've got to space the floor, especially in transition. And we did a little better job of that later, but that's something we have to improve on too.
What did you see out of your new guys that you maybe liked tonight as opposed to the other night?
It's hard when they're all the new guys just play together. It's better when 1 or 2 are just playing with the top guys. And I thought Dryhorn did a nice job in his minutes. I thought Roby had a better performance tonight. And I thought Evan Turner did some good things. But, Anton Gill looks like he's pressing to me. We just need to, get him relaxed, get him up to speed. And Jordy was better. Jordy and Isaiah Roby are going to impact the game. I don't care, good or bad. It's either, when they go in, something's happening. And like I said, it could be catastrophic or it could be really good. So, those guys are important to us that we have them in a good position to be successful.
That's looked really uncomfortable against the zone, especially late in the first half. How are they able to overcome that? Or do you think they were?
Yeah, I think they're impatient only because, kids want to go. They want to go back and forth and do the whole thing. And we've had that in our first 2 games, and even our exhibition or our secret scrimmage was in the 80s and 90s. So now this was completely different. And I think that was the case more than any defense we saw. I think it was more like, now it's just this different tempo. And that's good because not every team plays fast.
They get used to playing against the zone?
Not even I just think the fact that the possessions were very long on the, defensive end. So when they were playing defense, the clock was down how many, maybe a dozen or more times tonight. And then to come down, it's just a different speed of play.
Hey, Tim, with Anton, is he, trying to make up for time from being out?
Yeah, I think so. The kid is, I just want to put my arm around him, give him a big hug, say, it's going to be all right, man, you're a good player, just relax. But, just nothing succeeds success. And until we can get him in a position where he feels good and comfortable and he's having success, he'll probably be a little uncomfortable. So that's going to happen, but we just got to get him up to speed.
Did you see any difference out of that second unit kind of as the game went on? They get more playing. They have that tiredness kicked in. Was there any
Yeah, I thought we softened up on the ball with defense. We allowed a couple threes late, some offensive rebounds, and some fouls. And so we had one kid in particular got beat, I think, 4 straight times on a long closeout. And a long closeout's hard, especially for a freshman, but you can't get beat 4 straight times anywhere and expect to, be a really good college player. So there'll be great tape for these guys to learn from.
Ty mentioned that the chemistry with this team is really good. How important is that when these young guys are out there and they're learning and kind of trying to find roles and things like that?
I thought Ty really set the tone with his mentality. He was locked in. Henry was a big key on the game plan for us. Ty locked him in, and they tried to get some switches on and put him in mismatches. Then Jack did a good job. So I thought all of our guys' defensive mindset was excellent. And I agree with Ty that it is a team that buys into each other. The hard part is when you're playing 9 and 10 guys is to buy into substitution. Nobody wants to come out of the game, right? Nobody wants to come out. And so, but you're gonna. We're going to get this right. We're going to get everybody going in the direction we need to because we need everybody because we really don't have any dominant players.
What was it like for you to see Mary playing a stage like this?
I thought it was great for him. It's fun to see your alma mater out there, and especially a guy like Joe, like I say, who we've known each other since he was 17 or 18 years old. And he informed me he was going to work for me, and I couldn't give him the slip. And but he was with us for 4 years, I think, at North Dakota State. So I just think it was good visibility for the university. I thought that their support of bringing a plane full of people down here showed their enthusiasm for it, and it means a lot to me. My former coach's family was here, so it was great to see them. And one of my best friends from college, and still my best friends, was here with his wife, and Sister Thomas Welder, our president, and Sister Roseanne, her right-hand person, were here. It was just great to see everybody. Anything else?